Right now, I'd like to tell you a video I found on Facebook. I just downloaded it, so here it is.
Hey, let's talk about accents today, shall we? Because as you can hear by the way I speak, I have quite a crazy accent and people notice it all the time. They approach me, ask me where I'm from and say that they have never heard an accent like mine.
Okay, first of all, I think it's normal. I mean, everyone had different tongue, different native language, so yeah, I think it's a normal thing. Yeah, of course, there's nothing to be whining about, right?
Usually very nice reactions.
Okay, that's good for you.
But not always. Some of the people can get really nasty.
Okay, that's bad, right?
Because of my accent, they comment on my videos calling me bad names. An idiot, that I'm uneducated, or that I should learn how to speak.
Wow.
They judge my entire personality based on how I sound.
Okay.
And they represent something that I call Accentism.
Yeah, right. There, people, there's a new term. There's a lot of term nowadays, like sexism, the transgender, I don't know, this sexist fluid, fatphobia, whatever. It's just a term of some people used to justify their condition, I guess. It's like this guy create a new term called accentism just because a lot of people judge his accent. So yeah, I think that's how it is. I mean, like, okay, let's watch the rest of the videos.
Yes, we talk about racism.
There. He said it, guys. Yeah, so talk about racism. Yep, definitely.
But we never seem to talk about Accentism. And since English is the most popular language in the world,
my internet is faster than yours.
With over 2 billion people who can speak it,
and I will never cut it.
Accent discrimination is very relevant.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm from Poland, and honestly, having an accent can make it harder to find a job.
Oh, it is bad. Okay.
Accentism!
Hi y'all, I'm Mitch from North Carolina, and because of my southern accent, people think I'm a redneck.
Accentism! If you don't have the right accent, chances are that you have experienced discrimination.
Alright.
And that's why many people try to hide their accents. One example is my Middle Eastern friend Nas, who worked day and night repeating the same words over and over.
Salmon, salmon.
Just to get rid of his accent.
Look,
That's good.
I didn't want to be judged by how I sound, but by what I say. What I say.
For this Harvard graduate, it was possible to learn a clean American accent. But does it mean that people like me, Paul or Mitch, should also spend thousands of hours?
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, hold on a minute. So you don't want to spend 1,000 of hours to learn the accent. Look, you can't blame people for something that happened to you. Why don't you just try to be your friends, Nas just said earlier, and learn a better accent, like you know, an accent that everyone thinks it's appropriate. Yeah, you're right. So why don't you just be like your friends who work hard for that, instead of whining and complaining about what just happened to you and blaming people for something that's not really, I think, significant. Okay, it's just an accent. I'm sorry. I think I don't want to judge anyone, but you know, sometimes life is not like what you expected. Okay, like No one accepts your accent because it's hard for you to find a job for your accent. Then try to change it. Accent is not something it's just like that. You can work for it. You can practice your accent. Okay? Like, I mean, you literally just show the example of it. It's your friend who worked so hard to get rid of his accent. Yeah, great. So why don't you be like your friend instead of whining about everything what happened in life? Life is not. It's just face the fact, dude. It's not the life who's gonna adapt to you. It's you are the one supposed to adapt with the world. Yeah, if you want to survive, maybe. Or am I wrong? But okay, let's get on.
To get a more desirable accent? No.
Let me. This guy is definitely. I don't want to say this. I'm a selfish. Okay, it's just like it's remind me this kind of fat thing. Yeah, right. It's a fat thing where this kind of like this a girl that got rejected from a job because of her size, and she blamed the company for shaming her or whatever. Like, okay, seriously, it's a job we're talking about. So everyone tried to find. A lot of people apply for it. Of course, the company gonna find someone that's really qualified for their requirement for this job. It's fulfill all the requirements. So if you're not fulfill the requirement, instead of blaming it, why don't you just try to change yourself to be eligible for that? Like, look, I don't say that I never get rejected. I got rejected a lot by, well, I mean, in a lot of organizations in my campus, no matter how many I already get into. Most of them things that I'm not talk too much or too quiet, so they don't want to accept me. They need someone who can speak a lot. So I just think, like, I don't blame them. I mean, maybe I'm not really compatible for that. So why don't you find something else that probably compatible for you? Oh my god, I don't know what to say, but it's just this guy bring bad influence to other people, okay, about this accentism, and it's just a denial of being a denial for working hard. It's just like something that people try to do, lazy people try to do to make themselves right, make what they're doing right, which is not right. Oh, it's just like that. Okay, skip it.
Tell you why? With the most clumsy accent I can possibly speak with. It is not us, the speakers, who are wrong. It is not us who need to change. It is the people who judge others by the way they sound that are wrong, because it all comes from their taste.
Okay, alright. I can't say no 100% for that. I mean, you're right. I mean, in other words, like, you're not supposed to judge all the others by the way they speak. Yeah, you're right about that. But, dude, oh gosh. Okay, just look.
Okay, think of it that way. Most of the comments I get are really nice because accent tastes are very subjective, just as taste for music
okay, look, wait. No. You can't compare accent to music. Oh my god. There's no genre in accent. Is there any genre accent? Like, yeah, I don't know. Look, in the music, everyone has different taste. In accent, it's not taste. Most of it is because of their native language. Okay, it's I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know how to explain it, but dude, it's just not the same. It's totally different. Oh god. It's just you just said that because you're too lazy to be like your friend who worked hard to change his accent. That's why you try to influence people that accentism is something like called as discrimination. It's a bad thing. Like you are the victim of this kind of thing, which is no, actually not. Okay, it's just because the small people talk bad. The small people talk bad about your accent. It doesn't mean that you have to deny. Like a lot of people who just don't give a fuck about, don't really care about your accent. Like they talk nice about your accent. You said it by yourself. Like a lot of people talk nice about my accent. Okay, I'm gonna say it again.
Okay, think of it that way. Most of the comments I get are really...
Most of the comments you get are really nice. Most of the comments. Let's see, you said it by yourself. So, why are you trying to play to be a victim when someone said talk back? Someone said bad comment about your accent, which is that's how the world works. That's not 100% people nice. There's some tiny percent people that are a little bit not nice. So why are you trying to ignore most of people who are nice to you just because of small people who are not nice to you? Like, I just want to say is that just stop being a victim, okay? You're not really
nice because accent tastes are very subjective, just as taste for music
I hate
is.
This. Yeah, it's totally
Some
different.
people will love listening to this, and some will love listening to this. And while it is totally okay to have a certain taste in music, it is not okay to offend someone for playing the music you don't like, especially knowing that they spent years on learning how to play. That's why we should never be ashamed to say,
I have an accent.
I have an accent.
I have an accent.
Okay, why people make this something like really something you need to be proud of? Everyone literally has an accent. Yes, you know, you have an accent. It doesn't make you special. Like, okay, I have an accent. Okay, that's cool. Like they say, I have an accent. So what? As long as I understand, you know, most of the people really don't care about what kind of accent you have. Like most of the people just think that the way, as long as you understand what they say and they understand what you say, then it's just gonna be enough. Probably some people really care about it, but it's just a small amount of it. Okay, look, okay, dude, stop being dramatic about everything. Having an accent is not something like really. Oh, I don't know what the word for that, but this is just too much. Why do people really easily get offended nowadays and think they're a victim? I'm a victim. I become a victim of discrimination because of my accent. No. Oh, what? Would you just take any other more important problem to tell people, like a lot of hunger in some part of the world and this other things like child marriage still exists and sexual abuse in some part of other countries that's still legal, and I don't say where it is, but it is. So instead of, I don't know. Okay, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna shut up now. You can just watch the rest of the video.
Because truth is, we all have an accent. For every person who doesn't like rap, pop, EDM, or your accent, there will be 10 other people who will love it. That's why I have an accent. That's why I won't change it. And that's why my accent is my music!
Okay, this is too much.